McCurtain County is home to one of the most popular state parks in the country. It's also home to a World War I hero. Rick Rowe shares his little-known story in tonight's Hometown Patriot.
October 7th, 1918. The last great battle of the war to end all wars is about to take place. In the next several days, this man, Sergeant Alvin York, will become America's greatest war hero. But just a few miles away, a 22-year-old soldier named Joseph Oklahombi will commit acts of courage and bravery that will also help win this historic battle. This story you know. This story you are probably hearing for the first time. It took a while, but America decided to send the doughboys over there. Among the hundreds of thousands of American boys is a group of Choctaw Indians from Oklahoma. But there is a problem. The Germans are listening in to our radio communications. One day, an officer overheard the Choctaw talking in their native language. What if? An idea is born. Months of training and developing Indian names for military jargon, and it worked. The German code breakers were stumped. The Choctaw code talkers were born. One of those, Joseph Oklahombi from Wright City, Oklahoma.
He walked 22 miles to the nearest enlistment office from Wright City to Idabel, and he said, "I want to volunteer." He didn't wait to be called into service. He actually he didn't have a car at the time, so he literally walked 22 miles.
Joseph ends up in the Ardennes forest in early October, facing a German army dug into the hillsides. The same enemy Alvin York would face on the same day. York did his work mostly alone. Joseph had 23 other Americans to help him battle the German machine guns. 4 days of intense, sometimes brutal warfare, crossing into no man's land to rescue the wounded. When it was over, they had killed or captured 250 enemy soldiers, a feat worthy of the Silver Star and the French Army's second highest medal for valor. Sergeant York was awarded the Medal of Honor and became America's most celebrated hero. Not so Joseph. He returned home to Wright City and quietly started a family. Hollywood did hear about his exploits and offered a movie deal. Joseph said no. There was nothing glamorous about war.
He didn't say a lot about it. If you ask him a question, he would answer it, but it was something that he was proud of it, but he just didn't like to talk about it.
York turned Hollywood down too. It wasn't until almost 20 years later that he agreed to let Gary Cooper play him in the movie that would win him an Academy Award. Joseph went on to lead a humble life, hunting, fishing, farming in McCurtain County, leaving no written or oral record of his historic 4 days in the Ardennes.
And he's so proud. And I know he was a very humble man.
Oh, yeah.
In April 1960, Joseph was accidentally run over while walking along an Oklahoma highway. 4 years later, Alvin York died and was given a funeral with full military honors, as was Joseph. Over the years, his native state has given he and his fellow code talkers the medals and monuments, the honor due them.
Most of the time, they didn't speak about it. They were very humble men, and they were so glad just to get home to their families. They wanted to go back to a normal life.
And if you'd like to nominate a Hometown Patriot, go to ktbs.com/hometownpatriot or send an email to hometownpatriot@ktbs.com.